Hey everybody, Chris here. So will Elon Musk and Twitter be accepting Dogecoin for payments? We're going to explore that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I usually start sometime between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the afternoon here, Boston time, East Coast time, United States. So make sure you have your notifications on, so you don't want to go live, because not only we talk about Dogecoin, but we also talk about other cryptocurrencies, the financial markets, everything that's going on. People have a good time in the chat as well, so please be sure to join in then. But right now we want to focus a little bit more on what's going on with Elon and Doge on X. And is this something that may actually happen or not? So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. So we know in the past, Elon Musk has tweeted quite a bit about Dogecoin and has talked about it as well as early as 2019. Of course, when Doge blew up in 2021, a lot of it was the hype around Elon Musk. But he does love dogs and memes as well. And those who are saying that Elon doesn't talk about Doge anymore, well, he does. And these are some examples I'm going to give you from just this year. These are all 2024 posts of just what I've been calling about like Elon's little winks and nods to the Dogecoin community. And maybe he can't just outright support Dogecoin because of ongoing litigation, lawsuits, things like that around it. So maybe he has been advised to be careful about, but that doesn't stop Elon. Here in the middle of April, we had this, like the mainstream media having to cover Dogecoin as a top 10 crypto. And there's Elon, he's like, he wants to say something and he can't, right? I think that was a good one. Just yesterday, Elon Musk confirms that his son, Lil X, still holds Dogecoin. That's right, we had this tweet from 2021 where Elon said, bought some Dogecoin for Lil X, he can be a toddler hodler. And CB Doge, just as a reminder, just yesterday, X is a toddler holder, never once has he said sell. And Elon posts, it's true. So again, just these little things, and then we've got, Elon wants everyone to pay to use X, but can you pay in Dogecoin? So this is one of these things that Elon has been battling on the X Twitter platform, are the bots. And he's coming up with a lot of different ways that maybe he can battle this ongoing bot problem. And one of the things he was talking about was proposing that there be a small fee for users, so that you would just have a small little fee that you would have to pay, just enough to keep the bots away or help with that. And Dogecoin would be a good way to have that fee be paid. Just an idea out there, but the sort of pay-to-play model would apply to new users on the platform. So just once, you would be able to, in order to post, you'd just have to post one small little payment. And Doge would be perfect for something like that. So we'll see whether that something goes on or not, but that could be it. And again, the overall thing about Dogecoin as part of X payments we'll get into here, but the Dogecoin community has not given up hope as X moves forward with its plans to operate as a payments platform, receiving money transmitter licenses in multiple U.S. states, and that continues to grow. And then we also had this on St. Patrick's Day. Elon Musk posted this nice, happy St. Patrick's Day post here that we looked at back in March, and which is this nice picture of, some dogs on a deck, but you zoom in and you're like, wait, there's Dogecoins here. These are Doges, little Dogecoins, just like my Dogecoin that I have here. And why would he do that? Why would he have these Dogecoins here sitting around in the deck and in the pot here? Again, just those little things that Elon continues to do. Also, when earlier this year, when he was at Giga Berlin, there was a Q&A session, and someone asked about, hey, when can you buy Tesla with Dogecoin? And he said, at some point, I think we should enable that. He said, you can buy Tesla merch with Doge, which is cool. So Dogecoin to the moon. And of course, we already looked at, you used to be able to buy merch, Tesla merch with Doge, but right now, there isn't anything on that merch site available in Doge right now. So Elon's a little bit out of the loop on that. But he didn't stop there, though. And he talked about how he walking through his factories at Tesla and SpaceX, and the regular workers, he calls them, asked him to support Doge. And he said, you know what? Dogecoin is the people's crypto. I'll support it. Lots of rich people are supporting Bitcoin, but if people working in the factories want me to support Dogecoin, I will. Dogecoin is for you. So that he said just earlier this year. And we covered that when that happened here on this channel. So keeping you up to date on what's going on, but what does this mean for X? And is Dogecoin to the moon? Will that be incorporated into X somehow? Elon wants to turn X into an everything app, which with features like payments, dating, news, all of that. There are reports that X is struggling financially. And of course, Elon didn't spend $44 billion for something based solely on profits. But again, just getting something started like that, transforming from the old Twitter to what he wants X to be, was going to be painful from the start, and we had talked about that. And right now, the value of Doge currently low, trending a bit down, but there may be some short-term price increase in the future, and that's just the way Doge works. But Doge is still very cheap compared to something like Bitcoin. But imagine a world where you can ditch multiple apps, get everything done on one platform, from sending money to your friend, catching up on the latest news, etc., etc., etc. That's like WeChat, if you've ever used or are familiar with WeChat, which is a China-based app used all over China. Everyone just uses WeChat. There aren't all these different apps you have to open and close. This all happens within that system. And I know Elon has said that he uses WeChat. And when he goes to China and he's in Shanghai or wherever, so he knows the WeChat ecosystem, which is probably where this whole idea came from. And we know Linda Yaccarino, the CEO of X, just recently confirmed that the development of X payments is underway, and that different documents submitted to state regulators hint at features similar to Venmo. So that would be peer-to-peer, like payments. Musk has consistently emphasized the need for X to diversify its revenue streams beyond just advertising. If advertising is 90% of its profits, that's not a great model. He knows he wants to incorporate other things to increase revenue for X. His goal is for X to become the largest financial institution globally, and leveraging payment services to boost user engagement, participation in the app would all work together. So that he's been talking about that for a while. We know that Elon used to run PayPal, so he's very familiar with online payment type business and getting that to work within the X platform. Going to be difficult to do, no doubt. But here we have, will X ever accept Dogecoin? And this is what we're going to talk about. And I think this is interesting based on all that, because this is a sponsored article. Somebody sponsored this article with Finbold. Somebody paid for this article to be here. And this article talks about, the next step in X becoming the everything app, and goes through all of this background on X and Elon. Dogecoin still sits healthily in the top 10, market cap around $20 billion, a little lower at the moment. Not only has it emerged from the shadows to become the face of the meme coin revolution, but it's something that Musk has continued to tweet about even in the earliest days of his Twitter takeover. Not only has Musk been an early advocate of Bitcoin and other altcoins, not really, but he has championed the growth, development, and mining of the world's most prominent asset. So now this is the whole thing that shifts it to Bitcoin. That's right. Somebody wrote this article all about Bitcoin against Dogecoin, done in kind of an interesting way. But he says, look, if Musk were to use any cryptocurrency, we would probably select one that wasn't created as a joke. Well, it might be fun to post memes about it and flirt with the potential idea. Getting Doge enthusiasts frothing at the mouth, the chances of becoming to fruition are highly unlikely. So, yeah, this is some pro-Bitcoin shill that has written this article and sponsored on Finbold. So he says still, he opted for Doge as payments on X. It would be a bizarre move from one of the world's wealthiest men, and we're going to bet on it. We'll say it's never going to happen. I mean, but this is the guy who posts this, you know? It's like, he doesn't care. He really doesn't care. And eventually, when we get there with crypto, Doge is most likely going to be there. But based on that article, and then you have all of these other online, news pieces. Sorry, Dogecoin fans, Elon Musk's Twitter payments plan doesn't include crypto. So this is for the initial launch. And I've been talking about this for months now. If you guys have been listening, that most likely when X Payments finally gets its money transmitter licenses in all 50 states, it's going to launch. But it's going to be using fiat at first. It's not going to be crypto all over the place. Elon will probably find some way to get crypto, be able to use on the app in some manner, but it's not going to be fully integrated into X Payments from the start. But even they say, Dogecoin supporter Elon Musk working toward the launch of a Twitter payment services, but reportedly doesn't feature crypto for now, right? So again, it's just a step, but these articles like, will X ever accept Dogecoin? And it's just like, well, you don't know what the future is. We don't know where this is going, but Dogecoin integration uncertain as Twitter gears up for X Payments launch. And again, it's looking like most likely when X Payments starts, there's not going to be a Dogecoin integration. However, as X continues to get these money transmitter licenses so that it can at least launch X Payments, get this system set up on the platform, crypto could be added later. And that's probably a good thing because there's a lot of difficulties for them to work out first. The future might hold developments where X Payments could incorporate crypto assets, especially if it meets regulatory standards and achieves substantial user engagement. So that seems like a logical plan to me, to get X Payments launched, get it working, and then integrate crypto into it. So most likely, that's what we're going to see happening, but it doesn't keep Elon from having some fun with dogs and memes at the same time. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about Elon and X memes? Some people think that Elon's just trolling everyone, and he really has no plans for Dogecoin at all. I'm guessing, though, based on, again, these just continued little hints to the Dogecoin community that he's still thinking about Dogecoin, that eventually it's going to be there, but it's just going to take some time. Give the video a like if you haven't already. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.